Anyone who is asked about the future of cars will almost certainly say electric, with Tesla at the forefront of the movement. What if we told you that there's another option that's just as good, if not better, than battery electric vehicles? What if you could power cars with a universally available resource that produced only water as a byproduct? They're also more likely than electric vehicles like Tesla's to cause an upheaval in the auto industry. Despite the fact that hydrogen fuel cells pose a threat to battery electric vehicles, Elon Musk made these hydrogen fuel cells, and mind-bogglingly stupid. We'll talk about the new hydrogen Tesla in today's video, as well as the newly established battle for superiority between hydrogen fuel and battery electric vehicles. You don't want to miss anything, so stay tuned until the end of this video. Please subscribe and enable the notification feature. Let's get this party started if you haven't already. Let's begin by defining some terms. Battery electric vehicles, or BEVs, are the electric vehicles that most of us are familiar with today, such as Tesla's. A hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicle, or FCEV, such as Toyota's Mirai, generates electricity by combining hydrogen and oxygen, which then powers the car's electric motor. Tesla controls more than half of the zero-emissions market in the United States, but it only accounts for 2% of the country's total automobile market. The primary reasons why consumers do not switch to battery electric vehicles are long recharging times, range anxiety, and cost. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles can refuel in 5 minutes and have a greater range. If infrastructure improves and fuel cell vehicles gain traction, Tesla could face a slew of new competitors in the zero-emission space. Hydrogen vehicles have the advantage over battery electric vehicles when it comes to recharging. At a supercharging station, a Tesla can charge from 30% to 50% in 15 minutes, but a full charge will take longer than an hour. There is no need to recharge a fuel cell vehicle. In less than 5 minutes, a hydrogen station, like any other gas station today, can refuel a hydrogen tank. This is due to the fact that FCEVs do not store electricity like batteries do. Instead, to power the motor, they generate it on demand. Hydrogen-powered vehicles appear to be on top once again in terms of range. 3 fuel cell vehicles currently on the road have ranges of 312, 360, and 380 miles, respectively. An electric vehicle's average range is less than 250 miles. Despite the fact that some Tesla models have a range of more than 300 miles, they are generally out of reach for regular car buyers. According to 78% of automotive executives, fuel cell vehicles will be the breakthrough for electric mobility. That's not to say that fuel cell vehicles aren't deceptive. More affordable FCEVs are needed as a result of the difficulties. Automakers are increasing their production of FCEVs. Toyota, for example, has increased its production capacity tenfold in order to lower marijuana prices. However, the true impediment to hydrogen fuel cells is a lack of infrastructure. In the United States, the majority of hydrogen stations are located in California, where fuel cell owners have access to just over 40. For FCV to deliver the breakthrough that automotive executives expect, a large network of hydrogen stations is required, and this is currently being worked on. If and when fuel cell vehicles gain traction, Tesla will face a tough battle. They'll need to increase range while reducing recharge time and cost. Teslas and other battery electric vehicles, however, are limited by the law of diminishing returns. To increase the range, a larger battery is required. If the battery is larger, the car will be heavier. The extra weight doesn't give you any more range. It's just a numbers game after a certain point. When it comes to FCEVs, there are a few things to consider. More hydrogen stations equals more cars, and more cars equals more affordable fuel cell vehicles. Tesla controls 60% of the zero-emissions market in the United States. However, this only accounts for 2% of the total U.S. automobile market. Those figures drop when we talk about the global automobile market. Fuel cell longevity and reliability, as well as vehicle costs, are all factors to consider. According to the report, the current infrastructure for producing and delivering hydrogen to consumers is insufficient to support widespread adoption of FCV. Battery electric vehicles are a formidable contender in the race to control the low and zero-emission transportation future of the 21st century, with companies like Tesla leading the charge. The road to success, however, is never easy. In the coming years, keep an eye out for hydrogen fuel. What are your thoughts on this news? Do you believe hydrogen is beneficial? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below.
If you enjoy this video,
Please show us some love by liking and subscribing to our channel.